Hello and welcome to the Gamer Teacher channel. I am David and I would like to present you with something from the game Mad Max. At first I tried to do a review of this game, but I just couldn't make it concise enough. Truth be told, it became a prototype review of every open world sandbox game out there, and that's not something Mad Max should be proud of, because yes, it is basically the open world sandbox game that is the sort of industry standard for game developers out there. If you look back at the last couple of years, you see Watch Dogs, GTA 5, Infamous, Crackdown, the Arkham series, basically all the Assassin's Creed games, Prototype, Saints Row, Just Cause, the last two entries of Far Cry. Oh god, I'm getting bored just listing all these. So yeah, that is a problem, and Mad Max just stands in line with all the other open world sandbox games. Yet it is very enjoyable indeed, and I had plenty of fun with it. But to tell you exactly why I had fun with it is a difficult task, so I decided to take chunks of the gameplay, edit them into videos and put some commentary on it so that you can see how the game is modeled, how it is structured, what are the options to do in it, because it's a humongous game. No pun intended, I'm sorry. So basically, in the first section you will see me dismantle a base. Well, dismantling is basically capturing it, only it sounds more post-apocalypse-y, I think. Now, as you can see, first I scout ahead, eliminate a possible threat, and also I mark some of the key defense points of this base. It's not really necessary to do, but I enjoy doing it because why not? I'm not gonna take out the second sniper guy because it's more fun to pull the tower down with him in it. And this here is the first good example of how much choice the game gives you within its limits, of course. So you can be tactical, you can be blunt, it is really up to you, but in a couple of minutes you will see that there are certain sections where you just have to be blunt because bloody hell you're Mad Max, and that's just it. This harpoon I use now is one of my favorites in the game. This is a must. So if you start playing Mad Max, have fun with the harpoon. That's all I say. It's one of the most ridiculously overpowered and overused weapons, I would say, in this game. Brilliant. Yeah, that's how I like it. Okay, now onto these other things. I think they are sort of cannons. They are going to be launching fireballs in about a second. Yes, there are some towers which you can't just bring down by headbutting them with your car. You have to use your thunderpoon, which is, I think, a combination of harpoon and thunderstick, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it takes some time to reload, and yeah, sometimes you can miss, but you can get lucky. I eliminated a war crier who would have caused me certain problems later on. Well, he's not going to anymore. And then we enter the base and enter hand-to-hand combat. First I'm going to take down the war crier, because if I leave him up there, he will sort of act like the guitarist guy in the movie, and he will buff the enemy's, I don't know, morale, let's say. Oh, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Now what you can see here is Fury mode. It's a sort of a bloodlust max enters if you gather enough hits without getting interrupted. You will see a little bit more of Fury mode later. It's one of the best things in combat. Max is very, I don't know, I really don't want to overuse the word blunt, but well, that's what he is while fighting. Yeah, here's something to get rid of. I will tell you about this a bit later. Let's collect some loot. And here's a storm. I didn't really expect to run into a storm because they are fairly rare in the game. There are two kinds of storms. One is the one you can see now. It's a simple sandstorm. If you are in your car, you are getting damage because scrap and parts and other cars are just flying around, and if they hit you, obviously that hurts. Now the other kind of storm is the lightning storm, which is a bit more tricky because you will get damaged by lightning as well. Again, it's a lot like in the movie. Now, as you can see, the same kind of thunder spoon that I used from my car can be picked up if you find any lying around and used in hand-to-hand combat. Like this. Not the most elegant way, but that's what combat looks like. It hurts, not just for the people you are punching, but I think it hurts watching it. Oh yeah, this is Fury mode again, at its best. Listen to the sound of cracking bones. Okay, so the storm is not doing me any damage because I am inside a camp. Even though I am just liberating it, it gives me a certain amount of protection. But if I go down to any of the open areas, it will just blow me away, sort of like a nice little ragdoll in the wind. No, strong wind. I am collecting some scrap now, which is basically the currency of this game. And if you are in the process of dismantling a camp, and if you are a perfectionist like yours truly, you can collect scrap, destroy insignias, which are the marks of the local warlord, son of the villain of the film. He's called Scrotus, Lord Scrotus. I can't help but laugh at this name every time I hear or say it. Scrotus, oh god. Anyway, at this particular camp, I only have to kill everybody because this installation is under the rule of a certain Stank Gum, another nice sounding name, who is sort of the underdog of the main villain, Lord Scrotus. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. So after you kill everybody, this camp is basically dismantled. There are other kind of camps, of course. Fuel pumps, for example, can be destroyed, or fuel storages can be blown up. They are a very nice sight. Fire and explosions are really beautiful in this game. Ooh, look! Some dog food. Oh, my health is full. Too bad, because the animation of me eating dog food, sorry, Max eating dog food, is basically copy-pasted from the second film. Oh! Here's a Scrotus insignia. There we go. So yeah, it has a lot to do with the old trilogy, and the whole visuals are sort of a crossbit between the old three films and the new one. Max himself is a good example of that because, well, he just killed himself. So Max himself is neither voiced or played by Mel Gibson, and neither Tom Hardy. His okay, that does not happen anymore. I let him live so that you can see how they act when they are buffed. They are less scared of you, and they are in a sort of a fury mode, the same kind of mode you can enter, which I just entered. Ooh, that was beautiful. I just kicked him down the cliff. And he was the last one. The camp is free. As you can see, I only collected some of the scrap and I couldn't find everything. So I'm going to just look and cut ahead, because it might be boring to watch me just collect scrap and destroy insignias and such. But what I would really like to show you is my favorite piece of collectibles, old photographs, on the backs of which Max usually finds something written, either a message to a friend or some memory from times before the war, and he hardly ever forgets to add his own thoughts, like now.
How long has it been?
And by collecting this historical document, I am now finally finished with this camp 100%, so I am off to wander around the wasteland Fallout style and plan my next video, where I will be showing you car combat, one of the more original parts of this game. See you then, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you don't want to see me enter Fury mode and come to your house. Just kidding, I will send Max. Bye!